What's up, guys? This is Kevin over at Lego Bros, coming at you with something a little bit different today. As we can see, we have a giant box here. Now, I don't usually do a lot of sets, but this one was definitely something that I had to venture into, and you'll see why once I get into it here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down here. I don't know if anybody can tell right away what's in here. But this is pretty much going to be the pride and joy of anybody's Star Wars collection. This is a mint version of Cloud City, the infamous Star Wars set. Probably one of the most valuable sets. Actually, it is one of the most valuable sets there. Definitely the most valuable set of minifigs in any set known to man, pretty much, in terms of the LEGO universe. There are no minifigs other than the special edition, gold-plated C-3POs and Comic-Con edition figures. But in terms of just a regular set, these are definitely the best minifigures that you can get of any set anywhere. So it definitely does fit on the channel as well. I did just get the set as well with it because it was a good deal, and I definitely couldn't pass that up. So let's go ahead and dig into this. As you can see, these are just the instructions here. And it looks like they were very careful with the minifigures here. Obviously important when just the Boba Fett alone from this set can go up to $200 to $300 just by himself. So I'm definitely happy that they made the effort in terms of wrapping all these guys up. Probably just pull all the bags out first and then we'll open it all just to see what's going on. I think this is actually mostly pre-built, so I'm not going to have to build the whole thing. I'll probably deconstruct it and then reconstruct it just so I had the chance of actually making one of these things as well. I'm actually going to drag this box off here. So you guys can see a little bit better. We just have a couple different things here so far. I think this is pretty much the main unit here. And this looks to be the landing pad. But yeah, very well wrapped, so I'm definitely happy about that. Let's go ahead and dig into these things, and let's just see what we get here. I am so excited about this, I can't even tell you. This is definitely one of those ones that you just never think that you're actually going to get the chance to have. But I've been lucky enough to do well enough where these things are in the realm of possibility. I am actually planning on selling this eventually here. I do want to build it just for my own kind of purposes, and then I'm going to go ahead and sell it as well. So if you guys are looking for a Cloud City, be on the lookout here. This one looked pretty darn good in the photos themselves, so we'll see how good it actually is here. Trying to be very careful, obviously, when we're dealing with something this expensive. I don't want to break any pieces off, for sure. And so I was right. This does look like the landing pad portion that goes on the back of the set itself. Usually I didn't think that people would really send sets pre-built, but this time it actually looks like most of it stayed pretty well together. I don't know if that's a testament of the old sets that were just built a little bit better, or something to that degree. This looks like the base of the extending little tower there from the famous Luke, I am your father scene, I believe. He's fighting with Darth Vader for the first time in the original trilogy. quite a bit of the iconic scenes from the actual original trilogy come from this location. Ooh, this location here. So, pretty cool set. Don't know quite what that one goes to. We'll have to take a look. And this looks like to be the main hub here. Trying to cut my finger off here. And obviously try not to damage the set at all as well. Oh my gosh. Bubble wrap galore, which I cannot say that I am unhappy with. But there's a couple pieces that are kind of hanging off there. As to be expected from shipping this. I did actually get it from somebody kind of across the country, so this had to go quite a long ways to get here. Trying to be as delicate as possible, so sorry if it's taking a little time. This looks like it goes just like that. And definitely have to look into where some of these things go here. Looks like there's a lot of actual moving parts as well. Which, like I said, I'm not 100% familiar with what the build is supposed to look like, so we'll figure that all out. See if we can get this bubble wrap out of here. All right. Looks like our control center is in here as well. I was going to flip it over, but we don't want to lose a piece here. Maybe the control center is, oh, it's probably in this bag right here. Looks like there are some pieces in here as well. Where did this one go? Just trying to tell right from the pictures in the front here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for all of it. Looks like all of these pieces are just so wiggly if they move. It's kind of terrifying. It looks like this piece goes right here. I see. So basically this little lever controls that, and that is able to fall out, so it looks like the top of it goes right here as well. And this piece looks as if it just goes in here somewhere. We'll have to see about that. So yeah, as you can see, we do have the whole structure there, main structure. This is a little bit of what it would look like if it was put together. Obviously, I'm going to have to put some pieces in the right order here. Move these out of the way here. So this goes here. This goes here. Some way or another. And this ends up going out here. So ultimately you can see the whole structure itself once I put it together, obviously. Got the carbon freezing chamber there, carbonite, and we got the landing pad, so that's overall what it's going to look like. So let's go ahead and unbox these minifigs, take a look at those as well. And it looks like I have a little bit of work to do on the instructions. Let's see if I want to cut these. I don't think I really want to cut them, just because I don't want to damage any of the minifigures, that's for sure. As you can see, they're all wrapped individually in this little bubble wrap, which is good. Definitely good. But not extremely easy to open. And they taped a lot here. So I figured we'd start little. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this guy out of here without cutting it. That super strong Scotch tape, I tell you what. I just might have to cut very carefully on this one here, just to get it started. There we go. As we can see, one of the original yellow-headed stormtroopers with the traditional blaster. That came apart a little easier. This is quite some tape job, which I'd rather have it that way than just kind of thrown in the box, that's for sure, especially when we're looking at the value of all of these guys together. Oh, looks like his helmet came off. So we have the Darth Vader as well. Cape is in very good condition, especially for its age. You don't even see any fraying whatsoever. A little bit there, but pretty much nothing. As you can see, I'm obviously building up to the best figs of the collection itself here. him out easier. We have the old version of Han Solo, yellow-headed version. Popping bubble wrap along the way. We have Cloud City Leia. We found her body in one of the last videos. A little dusty, but other than that, looks absolutely perfect. So it's taped on the back. Or all the way around. Sorry for the delay here, but I do want to make sure that you guys know that this is something I am unboxing. I'm not just pulling something out of my collection and coming through and saying that I'm just getting it now. Alright, we have Cloud City Luke, and he also looks perfect as well. You can see his little belt there and the unique pants. And we're on number 2 in terms of the value of this set itself. Second most valuable fig right here. Mostly just because of his cape. Nobody has the factory cape anymore. It's a little bent from him being shipped, which is unfortunate. I wish it would have been in like a crate there, the little cape crate. But we have Lando with his original cape. We don't see any fraying whatsoever on the cape, which is totally awesome as well. These guys are just perfect looking, which is one of the reasons I bought the lot specifically here. Got the blue blaster, signifying he's a good guy. And then the piece de resistance. Be very careful opening this guy. If I can, anyways. Because we definitely don't want to crack an arm or even touch him very much. And we see the Cloud City Boba Fett. One of the most expensive coming out of a set specifically. He does have the leg printing and the arm printing, which was, I believe, the first time they ever really attempted that, especially on a Star Wars figure. They'd never really done that before, and he is just gem perfect as well. I don't see any flaws, knock on wood, on here whatsoever, other than a little dust just from being displayed. So that is amazing. I've never actually held one before, so this is definitely a first for me. I don't know if it's a first for some of you guys, seeing one kind of up close here on a video, but this is totally amazing. So put him down there as well. There are a couple pieces in this bag here, you can see. I believe that they are like the control centers and the antenna, stuff like that they probably didn't want to get broken either. Or things that they thought would probably break off in shipping specifically. Trying to find where this tape starts here. Oh, come on. Looks like it was taped like crazy. I don't know what this piece is. Obviously it had some importance to the set itself. Oh, just a blaster. Looks like Han Solo's blaster, so that was an interesting choice. All the other ones were just on the fig themselves, but his was separate. And these are most likely, just from the shape, I would say probably lightsabers would be my first guess. If the blaster was wrapped up, I guess that the lightsaber would be wrapped up. Nope, nope. Just a little antenna here that they probably thought would snap off. Ah, these are the lightsabers. Okay. And it looks like another antenna in there as well. Got two of those guys. And it looks like Darth and Luke's sabers here should just be one blue and one red. As we can see, the blue one, nice shiny chrome hilt there. And the red one. Making sure there's no pieces in there. Don't want to throw away the bubble wrap and then have there be a piece missing from the set. That would be pretty devastating. Yeah, so we can see this is like the control center that sits on top right here for the freezing chamber. I believe this little thing goes on top here. Little lever. Sorry this video is going a little bit long. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Just seeing what unboxing of one of these sets, because like I said, not a lot of people get the chance to actually get one of these just because they are so expensive. It's like a little plant there and just some kind of trans blocks there, trans red blocks. And the last piece that we had in here I believe this is the tower piece that goes on the end there, the thing that Luke is hanging on to, and he gets his hand chopped off and all that good stuff from the trilogy itself. Original trilogy, I should say. And we just have pieces for that as well, so we'll put that all together. Should be pretty awesome. So I'll just kind of give you guys an overview of what we had here. Obviously the landing pad, there are some pieces I'm going to have to put back on here, but we can see the main unit, just a little bit dusty, otherwise looks totally complete and perfect. We see Han Solo and Carbonite down there, our little control center, and trying to block all the light. All of the minifigs specifically, which is pretty much the reason I bought the set, but having the actual set itself is pretty awesome as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and drop a like on the video. Go ahead and subscribe for more stuff like this. I'm going to be trying to post this kind of stuff all the time. Not necessarily sets, but basically for minifigs themselves. Go ahead and check out some of the other videos. Tell me what your favorite figure of this little group here is. Most of you are probably going to say Boba Fett, but be curious to see if anybody else thinks differently. So go ahead and push that bell, be notified, subscribe. Thank you very much, and hope you had a great time. I know I did.